Welcome to Business Blurb, you and the Dropouts podcast. My name is Brendan Cox. I'm here with my co-host, Devin Caherly. What's up, Devin?
What's going on, everybody? Today we have a very special guest. His name is JT Casey. He's an influencer with over 4 million followers, known for his pranks and viral TikToks. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Hey, man. What's going on?
We're excited to have you, man. So you're obviously an influencer. Is this something, is being an influencer something you've always wanted to do? Or did you just kind of have one, were you messing around on social media and have a viral video and kind of just ran with it?
Yeah, so I went to an art school for acting, actually. So I've been doing acting for quite a long time. And my agent at the time for commercials and stuff. So I kind of started playing around with it, just making stuff for fun. I didn't really take anything seriously. And then I think about almost 2 years ago now, I had a video kind of just blow up, and then I posted another one and it blew up, and I kind of just kept riding the wave. So I guess it was kind of on purpose, but at the same time, it kind of wasn't.
Awesome. Did you start on TikTok?
Yeah. Started on TikTok.
Gotcha. And you were an actor before?
Yeah, that's interesting, the whole commercials thing. I'm interested in that.
Yeah. I, when I was 13, 14, I had a pretty big agent in LA. And I, like I said, I've been doing stage acting, not on camera acting, for literally ever. And I got into this art school called OSHA, and I got in it for acting. So I was doing acting there for a really long time, and then social media kind of just came with acting,
That's awesome. So what kind of commercials were you doing back in the day?
The big ones, I did a Microsoft one, SeaWorld, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Kroger's, if you know what that is. It's a grocery store. And I think those are pretty much the big ones. And I did a bunch of little drug store commercial ones, just with those stupid drugs. But everything else, yeah.
That's impressive, man. So you were doing all this in school, I'm assuming. Are you still in school, or did you not end up going to college?
So I told myself starting junior year, I was like, if I hit 1 million followers by the end of the year, which at the time seemed super unrealistic. I think I had because I went to VidCon, and after VidCon, I was like, I really want to do this. This is something I'm definitely passionate in. Everyone seems awesome in the space. And I told myself if I hit 1 million followers by the end of the year, I'm going to leave and homeschool and pursue social media. And I had it at the very beginning of the year, I had 4 or 5 viral videos with over 1 million likes on each one, and I hit 1 million followers 2 months into the school year. So I didn't drop out, but I just started homeschooling. And then I basically combined my senior and junior year in my junior year to finish high school by the end of my junior year. So I've already graduated, but technically right now I'd be a senior. But yeah.
How is that homeschooling? Because I never have done that.
I mean, with social media, since I was hanging out with people pretty much every day, it was relatively easy. It's definitely, depending on what you do, it's a lot less work in my opinion. You just have to be focused, because you can get behind super quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, it's not that different because everybody's doing. I don't know. It's everybody's doing school from home now, so it's probably not that much. But yeah, we wanted to talk more about your socials and stuff, and we noticed you have a pretty big following on Snapchat. What were you posting, and what kind of content got you to have 250,000 followers on Snapchat, or subscribers, right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I got verified on Snapchat when it was easy. Now it's ridiculously hard to get verified on Snapchat. Back in my day, probably about a year ago now, right before COVID happened, my manager was like, hey, Snapchat reached out to you and wants to like bring you out to their headquarters. Like they saw your TikTok and they want to verify you. And I'm like, at that time, I'm literally didn't even use Snapchat. I had a personal that I was super inactive on. I just thought it wasn't needed. Like Snapchat just wasn't my favorite. I didn't even think it was a creator app, to be honest. So I went to the headquarters. It's like super awesome. They pretty much, if you had over 1 million followers on TikTok, they just verify you on Snapchat, like with the snap of their fingers. So I got verified. I didn't really post too much. And then I heard from a friend that you can make some serious money off of Snapchat. Um and so I started posting pretty heavily, like 10, 15 times a day. Um and I still do that. I probably started doing that like 4 or 5 months ago now. Grew my following on Snap, and I make like 75% of my income from Snapchat, which is pretty insane.
All this money, is this just like brand deals on the story, or is it another like spotlight? Like,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's Spotlight. I started Spotlight like early December, so I made a pretty big bag off of that in the very beginning. But a lot of it's also brand deals. I mean, I have like 3 right now, like reoccurring, like Snapchat brand deals that I do once a week, on top of like people that just reach out to you for like personal promos. It adds up pretty quick. So yeah.
yeah,
That's
I see that
interesting.
the teeth whitening brand all over Snapchat.
Purely white, love them.
Gotta love them. They're paying the bills.
Exactly.
With Spotlight, would you say it's still like attainable to make some money, or is it just so flooded? Like, are you still posting on Spotlight consistently, or is it pretty flooded with like all the influx of like press and everything that went out with like Cam Casey? I know we had Cam Casey on this podcast, and he made a bag off that too.
Yeah. I I definitely think it's still possible to make money. It's definitely significantly harder now, for sure. But I'm starting like a little, it's like kind of a business, but I haven't actually like made a business name for it. Basically, where I'm like, through my management, I'm just taking the kids in the management, having them sign a contract where me and then I have a few other, like I have like 4 or 5 other managers that post their TikToks on Spotlight, and then we take a cut for it. Just because like a lot of influencers know about Spotlight, but are either just like too lazy or don't want to post on it for whatever reason. So I'm trying that out, trying to make a little bag off of everyone and trying to just make everyone money.
Do, do you just
But
manage their like Snapchat, or you like manage other brand deals coming in through the other influencers?
yeah, right now it's just Snapchat. But that would be like the hope. We like just started it like last week, and we just got like a contract out to everyone. But I mean, if everything goes well with that, I'm hoping we can make a pretty substantial amount of money.
Yeah, it's impressive that you got all this going on while like at the same time just being an influencer yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I feel like it's definitely taken sacrifices, because even with like, I'm not even focused on TikTok anymore. Like, I'd say like 75% of my energy is going into like Spotlight, managing, and like whatever else comes along with that. Since I technically like own the business, I have to make sure like all the managers under me are doing the right thing, like posting every day, like blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm sure it's super stressful. Like, what's your day to day looking like when you manage all these people and then like be a part-time influencer as well, or full time?
I mean, it's nice because it's me and then like my manager who owns my like management company. We're like kind of doing it together. So most of the time they go through my manager and then me if they have like a super pressing question. So I probably spend like on Spotlight related stuff, and then also me posting the client spotlights that I have, probably like an hour, 2 hours. I probably drive to LA. I have a girlfriend in LA, so I go out there like 3-4 times a week. And then for, content houses, collabing with other people. And I go down to Huntington Beach quite frequently. I know one of my like best friends who kind of like started social media with me. His name's Dom. He's in with the whole like Brent Rivera squad. So I go down there probably once a week, hang out and film with them and stuff. And then my management has a content house literally 5 minutes away from me. That's so nice.
Is that the Vivid House?
Yeah.
How's that?
Sick. I mean, they offered me a spot in the house in the very beginning, but I just don't make the same content as any of them. So like we're all boys, and I mean I love them all to death, but it just wouldn't make any sense for me to actually move in the house.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever join one though?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm moving into a house with Dom Brack. I'm moving into a house with him like mid-July, and one of my editors in Huntington Beach. So we'll see what happens with that. But maybe after that, maybe a content house. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what opportunities come my way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting with these content houses. I don't know. There's ones that they do a really good job with, and then there's some that just seem like they go in and out like every month, or I don't. There's always some type of issue. Like I was reading, or I didn't even read the article. I just saw a headline about like Clubhouse, whatever it's called, Clubhouse like LA. There's a couple different ones, and they had some like internal issues, so they get complicated. But yeah, where do you see all this stuff going? Like you got the Snapchat stuff, the TikTok. You said you're spending less and less time on TikTok. I guess like where do you think TikTok's going over the next couple of years?
That is a great question. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, we'll see what ends up happening, but I feel like TikTok. I mean, there's always going to be a place on the internet for short-term content. But I feel like it's going to start slowly fading away from TikTok. I mean, you can already see Snapchat is trying to move everyone over to Spotlight. I mean, YouTube Shorts just released that they're having a $100 million creative fund on YouTube now. So I'm sure people are going to start moving over to YouTube. Like for me, it's kind of just I'm just going to move platform to platform where the money is, and kind of just I mean, I get bored when I'm focusing on one social media at a time. Like when I'm just doing TikTok, I'll eventually get bored of TikTok. So I move over to Snapchat. It's something new, something fun, you know what I mean? So just I'm just gonna kind of like float around where there's gonna be a huge creator fund or I mean hopefully eventually get into acting again. I just got an agent again as well, so we'll see what happens with that. But
yeah, I just saw the YouTube Shorts. Like their budget's like 100 million, which like kind of makes me guess. Like I feel like Instagram's gonna have to release something too. You know?
I don't know. I feel like Instagram is. I mean, YouTube's already established, but Instagram Reels, I feel like creators just use it for followers. I mean, that's what I do. Like I literally repost my TikToks and just gain followers off of that. Like I'm gonna keep posting even if there's not money there. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I do the same because it's super hard to grow on Instagram. Like there was no organic reach for a while until they dropped these reels, and now people are starting to grow.
For sure.
Agreed, but if Instagram like wants to stay in the long-term game, which I know they're worried about because they're like sending out these surveys and just like you could tell they're like as soon like they thought they were
hot shit,
and they thought they were hot shit until TikTok came around and said no, like we're taking the main platform from you, and then over this past year everybody's like been more focused on growing on TikTok, and like if Instagram's the only platform that's not paying people, like they're kind of like why should anybody use Instagram? Like I already noticed myself, like I don't know about you guys, but I don't really look at people's pictures on Instagram. Like somebody says like, oh, I posted on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I didn't see it. Like I kind of just use it for business purposes, and I don't know, I feel like if they want to stay with the game, and all these other apps have so much funding, and like Instagram has the money, like there's no question about it. Facebook's paying people, so why would they not? Like they got to figure something out to like let creators let creators have an income from creating content and stuff. So I think they'll release something soon.
Yeah, honestly, now that you're saying that, you're probably right. I feel like they're gonna have to. I mean, even Instagram as an app, like I feel like it's dying like very quickly.
No, yeah, it is.
So
it's just like and if they want people to be creating actual content besides just reposting TikToks, like they gotta pay people on that, and they gotta say it's gotta be original. So like they definitely are working on it though. I've seen some things from like the guy who runs Instagram saying they're working on creator. Like they did that thing with the badges on live streams, but I don't think that's like a
Oh yeah, you
great,
can
like,
donate now on live.
yeah, I don't think that's like a
no, that's
you're not gonna make a ton of money off that.
Yeah, I got early access to that because I don't know how, but I got like a Instagram partner manager, and I told her in the very beginning, I was like, I totally think you guys should start monetizing live streams on Instagram. I feel like that would, a lot of creators who are big into live streaming like me, like we would be hopping on that so quick, because TikTok live streams are just beyond, like TikTok takes way too much of a cut, like blah blah blah. And like a few months later, she's like, badges is out, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I tried it, and it doesn't work. Like the thought makes sense, like badges, subscribing to your favorite creator, but people still don't understand how to use it, and it's been out for, I mean, I don't know how many months. So
yeah, dude, I remember TikTok live streaming, people would make a fortune, like crazy amounts, and now like they cut down like the highest. I remember back then it was like a dancing queen or drama queen.
Drama queen.
Yeah, people would make a bag off of that. Now like they cut like 75 or 65% of creators now.
Yeah, I bought my Tesla just off of live streaming on TikTok. Crazy
Really?
enough. I was like insanely into live streaming. Like live streaming was my thing for probably about a year. Yeah, I know a lot of creators that made a huge bag off of live streaming.
That's nuts. Did you guys see that thing where there's this new feature where you could like pay for views on TikTok?
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
It's
like,
so
get it.
No, it's so stupid because I remember someone like calculated on my For You page to get like 1 million views, you would have to pay $15,000.
Yeah, I saw that same video.
What?
Yeah,
I feel
like
the actual thing.
Yeah, I feel like if people start paying for views, like TikTok's gonna like decrease your reach to make you pay even more. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but like who's paying 15 grand for 1 million views? It doesn't make any sense.
Probably brands. I mean,
not even
or
like to get 1 million views on like paying for ads is nowhere close to 15 grand. So I don't know
that's true actually.
Like, yeah. I don't know where they're getting that number from, but I mean, hey, if people are paying for it, good for them, I guess. They got like, I don't know. I mean, they got to make some money back to like pay. I don't know. They got to pay creators somehow. But the creator fund too. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are like, they don't really. I feel like a lot of people don't see that as like an actual source of income because it's not a ton of money, is it? It's just like kind of extra money.
In the very beginning of the creator fund, I had a week where I was getting like an easy like 1 to 5 million views a day on videos. I was like blowing up. It was like when the creator fund was like initially released, and I hopped on it for like a day, and I think it made me like $600 in a day, which was a lot. And then after that, my views were like literally shot. I couldn't get past like 200, 300K for absolutely no reason. And the only thing that changed was a creator fund. And I was like, oh, so the creator fund does affect views. And then like a few months, so then I left. And then a few months later, I guess they like changed it or something to make it not affect views, or maybe it never affected views in the beginning. I don't know. But I make like $10-15 a day personally. I know some people who make a ton, but I don't know.
You would have to be pulling in millions of views to like benefit off of it, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hear so many like conspiracy theories about like it affects your views, it doesn't, and like I'm not really sure about it.
I know it's a lot about content too. If your content is like relatively kid friendly, then they end up paying more per view. That's what I heard.
I
It's like
didn't realize
content
that.
style too. Yeah.
It's like YouTube. Like if you're in the finance niche on YouTube, you can make a fortune off
Right.
CPM, like all that stuff. But yeah, like speaking of viral content, what kind of like made your TikTok blow up? Like everybody has that thing that like they were known for, and you said you were pulling like 1 to 5 million views a day. Like, what were those types of videos? Were they like pranks or what?
In the very beginning, it was a lot of like skits. Like when skits were blowing up on TikTok, that was my thing. Until they weren't, and then skits were like pretty much dead, and I kind of just like with me when I did have that like week, 2 week, 3 week period of me like getting a ton of views, it was a lot of like when I see a trend, I always try to like make the trend a little better than I saw it the first time. You know what I mean? I like I'll see the trend, I'll make the video, make it better, and then put my own little spin on it. So when the whole I don't even remember what the trend was, but it was like, see how yellow your teeth are.
Mm-hmm.
I made a video that was like, I put like mustard on my teeth, and it was like it was funny, but it was obviously like fake as well, and that was like the goal of it. Like I wanted it to be like, oh, this kid's trying to like convince us that his teeth's super yellow, but like you could tell it was fake, so I still gained like a ton of followers from it. But that's how it started, and I went into these like singing prank videos. I don't know why those ever did well. And then I had these like mask videos where like I'd put on a mask, say something, and my friends would be like, "What?" And then I take off my mask and say something else. You've probably seen those kind of videos too.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember you doing the mustard teeth pranks. Those went crazy viral, and they were just so funny because it's just like so fake. But I would look at the comments and people would actually believe it. And it's just
No, I know. And it's funny because like you can totally see the age difference too from the kids who are like, "Oh my god, like this guy totally is trying to convince us, and it's not real. Like it's so fake." And then other people are like, "Guys, like this is so obviously fit. Like it's so funny."
But
yeah, it
that's like
is.
the thing. That's the thing with like those types of videos and why they go so viral. It's like you got half the people saying it's fake in the comments, and then you have the people arguing. It's like the comment section just blows up, and the algorithm just goes crazy and keeps pushing it out. So it's kind of like that's one of the things with like why fake videos and really obvious fake pranks do well. Like
Do so well. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like there's always the people who believe it, and then they get roasted, and it just turns into like a war in the comment section, and then it goes viral. So it's like I don't know. That's why people are still making fake pranks and making bags off them. So respect.
My my reels, that's the only reason any of my reels do well. It's because of the amount of hate in the comments, which pushes my video to the algorithm so much. Like if you go to my Instagram and go to my reels, my views on my reels are at like insane. And it's all because when you go in the comments, people are like, "This is so fake. Like, why would you do this ever?" And
It's kind
that it's crazy.
No, yeah, it's kind of funny how like some creators get affected by this like all this hate on social media, but like in reality, it like helps you a lot if you can like
It
leverage it.
does. Yeah,
Hmm.
it does.
So yeah, what do you say like the best part about being like a social media influencer is?
I mean, for the most part, we're like working without actually working.
I
Like
feel that.
compared to like I have a bunch of friends from like high school and stuff that will be like sitting down and talk, they'll be talking about like they just got a job at like corner bakery or some like fast food chain, and they're like, yeah, like the hours are ridiculous, and like I'm like I kind of just go around and film with my friends every day, like it, like you know what I mean, like it's
Yeah,
just compared to like a normal job that I like someone my age would be having at 18, like social media is like just like a blessing, you know.
it's weird because I think about that all the time. I'm like I just moved to LA and shit like that, and all my college friends are just like doing school and like doing normal jobs, and I'm just like kind of living life, like living like the best life, and it's just like weird to think about like how a phone can change your life.
I know. I
Like
know, it's
speaking
crazy.
on that, what do you think, like, where do you think you'll be in 5 years? Because, like, I don't know, the internet changes so quickly. Like TikTok, who knows? TikTok could be massive in 5 years, or it could be non-existent. And like same with Instagram. Like, do you have like a 5 year plan where you like want to be in movies one day, or anything like that?
Well, I mean, currently at the moment, I would say I'm either gonna. I recently got into like crypto and stuff, and I have like I'd say like 75% of my money in crypto, which is a bad idea, but I've made a ton off of it. So maybe I'll be a little, crypto expert by that time if that's the path that I take. I don't know. We'll see. Or yeah, acting too. I mean, if I, just get a Nickelodeon show or something, then obviously acting would be the move. Um, I don't know. I current like right now in my life, I have no idea where I'm going to be in 5 years, but I'm okay with that. Like, I feel like where an opportunity like is going to present itself, I'll just follow that, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that.
There's really just no way to kind of know where you're going to be in 5 years. Even if you know I want to do this in 5 years, like 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. And you're going to get
Exactly.
you'll get a different opportunity, and like you'll end up running with something else. Like, how can you predict where you're going to be in 5 years? It's just kind of unrealistic. But like, going off of that, what, like, I don't know, there's this, you and Devin both moved to LA. There's this like common thing where influencers get some like followers, and they're making a little bit of money off social media, and then they want to move to LA and like pursue this full time. What are your like thoughts on that? Like, do you think it being a creator and like an influencer is like, I guess, like, obviously it's not a steady job, but like, is it like a viable career path for these people who say they have 1 million followers on TikTok? Like what are your thoughts about just like being an influencer, and every high school student, like, that's their dream job, I guess, these days?
I feel like, I mean, I didn't actually move to LA. I've been living in Orange County my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never had to move anywhere, which has been awesome too. I mean, even for acting, I've always been out here, so it's been nice for auditions and stuff. No, but I mean, I feel like now with TikTok, it is so insanely hard to get consistent views, consistent following gains. Like, a ton of my friends are either like going negative right now on TikTok, and they already have millions of followers, and they just can't hit the For You page. All their videos go to following. But it's so inconsistent. I mean, and I feel like now, especially to move to LA, like, it costs so much money. Like, an apartment out there is probably like two, three, $4,000. I mean, you're definitely not making that off of the creator fund, so you're gonna have to have brand deals stacked up. Um, I feel like now you have to have at least like 2 million plus to
Yeah.
even think that you can move out to LA by yourself. Like, anything under that, I just feel like is super. I mean, unless you're moving into like a content house where you know that you'll be with other people to have them grow you, like, it's just way too unrealistic. Like, you have to build up your following before you just decide that you're gonna want to come out to LA and like be a content creator. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. And go ahead.
yeah, feel that a lot. I feel like a lot of these influencers like don't know how to, like, when they get a lot of money, like how to like use it properly.
Yeah.
Like, you're a smart kid. Like, you're talking about crypto. Like, I love crypto, and like I feel like a lot of these influencers just spend their money like when they get it, or they just buy like a bunch of clothes, and like they're not smart with it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them too are either 17, 18, or 19. So, I mean, to be completely real, I don't think we're really supposed to know how to handle that much money. Depending on how much you're like realistically making, like, we don't really know like what to do with our money. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, I know a friend who made a a very large amount of money on Spotlight and got it, and next day went to Melrose and blew $10,000 on clothes. And I was like, buddy, if you put that into Ethereum, I mean, it's gonna triple your money in like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah, he could have made 30 grand off of fucking Ethereum right there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
What other cryptocurrencies, if I'm allowed to ask, you invest? I'm guessing Ethereum's one of them.
Yeah, I made pretty much. I invested in Ethereum at 1,500.
Oh damn, you're early.
Yeah. So I'm in Ethereum, Bit, Vet, and then I recently got into Doge. I don't know why I'm in Dogecoin. I feel like it's like I literally bought it. Me and my friend were like in the when it was at like it was going to 40. And what I don't remember what was supposed to happen. I think everyone like was trying to predict an Elon Musk tweet, and me and my friend were like, bro, let's just put in like $5,000 and see what happens. And I'm like, all right, man, sure. So we put in like $5,000 at the exact like downfall. We put it in at 41. And I mean, now I think it went to like 75 or 78 or something. So I did make my money back. But I put in at 41, and literally within the hour, it dropped to like 35. And I was like, I just wasted so much money. This was the dumbest investment ever. Like, I can't believe I did this to myself.
That's the thing with crypto. Like, I don't know. Like, you make a bunch of money, and then you get like ahead of yourself, and you're like, this is such easy money, and then you lose money, and it's like the worst feeling ever. It's like, I guess just like stocks and that too, but like I put so much money into this one stock, and I was like, I believe in this so much, and I just like lost my shirt. And it's like, it just kills you inside. But I don't know.
Yeah.
One last question to like wrap this up, because we got to wrap it up. Like if any aspiring influencers or just like people who are sitting in high school right now and say like, I don't want to do a 9-to-5 job. I kind of want to do exactly what JT's talking about, and kind of just go film with my friends and like have fun with it. Like, what is there any piece of advice that, or just like anything that you would like want to tell them?
I say this on like every podcast. I've only been on like 2, but I say this on every podcast that I've been on. Be consistent, like with posting, with whatever you're doing. Social media has really high highs and it has really low lows. Like 1 week you can be getting, 10, 20, 30,000 views, and you have like, 500K followers. And you're like, yeah, like this doesn't make sense. Like, why am I even posting anymore? The next week you're, have 10 million views each video, and you're gaining 100,000 followers a day. Like, you really never know what's going to happen. So stay consistent with posting if you really want to grow on every social media. And yeah, build up your following before you just make a super impulsive decision and move to LA, because LA is awesome. But to do anything in LA, you have to know the right people, and you have to have the right connections before you come out here. So stay consistent, build up your following before you just move out here, make the connections. So when you do come out here, you can actually film with people. And I mean, hopefully you'll be set by that time. So
yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
I think that's good advice, like as a creator, but just in life in general. Like, you got to stay consistent with kind of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was good connecting with you and having you on. And you want to like quickly just tell everybody where they can find you if they want to check out your socials?
Yeah, I'm just JT Casey, JTCASEY on everything other than Snapchat for some reason. I have 2 Y's on Snapchat. So yeah, JT Casey on everything.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for coming on again. It was fun talking to you.